My dear students, in 2021, I wish you Happy New Year and I hope you will enjoy the new year with new hope and inspiration. And I welcome you in my new session. Mm. And once again, we have to go unit 2, greatest scientific achievements, and we will come in contact with a new lesson, that is scientific breakthroughs we are waiting for. Today we will know about some new scientific achievements which are waiting for us. They will give us some suspense with some achievements. We are not in the way of gaining that. We are hoping for that, and that will give us some new dimension. What can you see here? DNA computing. And I think this is completely a new idea that is waiting for us. And today we will know about DNA computing. Okay? DNA computing. Imagine having an iPod capable of holding thousands of years of high definition video. So, first of all, we have to imagine such an iPod. I mean an electronic device that can process thousands of videos, thousands of years of high definition videos. So, DNA computing is such kind of iPod that would have gained some capability of holding the power of thousands of years of high definition video. A DNA computer would make such a device very possible. So, a DNA computing gives us some impression that it will give us the power. DNA is the substance that living organisms use to store genetic information. So, what is the function of DNA computing? It is such kind of substance. It will give us that organism means plant, human being, any kind of organism that will store its genetic historical information within itself. What makes DNA special is that it is extremely efficient when it comes to storing information in a limited space. So, what's the difference between a normal computer and a DNA computer? The main difference lies in that it will store, it comes to storing, it will store unlimited information in a limited space. Okay, just 1 milligram of DNA is capable of holding all the printed material in the world. So it is unbelievable. We can't imagine it in our dream, even in our dream. That is, DNA computing 1 milligram of DNA. A very small chip is capable of holding printed materials, all the printed materials in the world. So, DNA computing is currently in its infancy. So, you must not believe that it is available. It is only in our imagination. The scientists are now thinking about the program of DNA computing. So, it is in the way of its infancy, in the beginning, with prototypes such as Maya 2 only capable of showing the concept. Maya 2 is another computing system that we can take as an example of DNA computing. If DNA computing is perfected, computers will become capable of holding amounts of information that are hard to imagine by today's standard. So today we are enjoying one type of standard of computing programming, and if DNA computing will be successful, it will give us unbelievable success in our computer science. Okay, so today's standard will be improved by DNA computing, no doubt. Okay. Now we will know about some meaning iPod, organisms, genetic and prototypes. So first of all, iPod noun, a small electronic device for playing and storing digital audio and video files. Okay. Next, organisms, noun, an individual animal, plant or single celled life form like human being and another life. Genetic, adjective relating to genus or hereditary that will come generation after generation in the world. Okay. Prototype. Now, a first or preliminary version of a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed. So, prototype gives us some preliminary ideas of other. So, here another picture of DNA computing and another picture. Okay. We just imagine it. You can see another picture? Can you guess? I think you can. It is the surface of moon. It is the surface of moon, and we see the moon base is developing by the scientists because they have some developed ideas to take some benefits from moon base. Okay. Another picture, here you find NASA's plan for a lunar base. Lunar means moon base. Okay. Here NASA makes some program. They are thinking for the program that they will make such kind of activities outward surface of the moon, and that will give us some more benefits, and another picture of that type of functions, that activities from the part of moon base. So it is another type of scientific permanent moon base. Okay, permanent moon base. So it will give us some another facility from the part of modern science that we are waiting for. So today we will know about it. Even since setting up human habitation in space was first imagined, it was thought that the moon would be the first object to be colonized since it was closest to Earth. Habitation, living capability. When we are thinking, it is very normal that we are living in Earth, but the scientists even think for making the moon as the living place. Okay, and that will be colonized. Colonized means we will make the moon as our living place since it was closest to Earth, because moon is very close to Earth, and this planet will has some capability to make it as a living place. In 1969, when man first walked on the moon, a permanent colony suddenly appeared to be very achievable. So it is that time in 1969 when man first stepped on the moon, and that time it was a new thinking for making it a living place. However, for a variety of reasons, both economical and technical, the project was never truly attempted. So what was the barrier for not making moon as its living place? Economical and technical the project. So we have some problems from the part of economy and technology. However, NASA currently has plans to have one constructed by 2024. So within 20 and 24, NASA has taken some initiatives that they will be successful for making the moon base as a living place. European Space Agency, ESA, also has plans to construct a moon base by 2025. So side by side NASA, ESA also takes the initiatives, and also Japan and India also have plans to have a base by 2030. So Japan and India also takes such. The biggest barrier to a base is money. So it is a plan of high cost. So for the lacking of money, for the time being, it was not possible. But in future, we can hope for a permanent moon base. Many people within NASA, including Buzz Aldrin, have criticized the building of a moon base. So such kind of project faces so many criticisms, negatives or positive. So Buzz Aldrin also criticizes negatively by saying that NASA should put more focus on different issues like clean energy. So they should not. Buzz Aldrin thinks that NASA should not think over permanent moon base. Rather, they can think over clean energy, because clean energy can pave the way for more theses. Okay. So newer habitation. Now the fact of living in a particular place. Okay. Another colonized were sent settlers to a place and established political control over it. Another picture, can you guess it? Okay. Of course, this is the picture of clean energy. Okay. Now we will go to the text. While many alternatives of fossil fuels have been investigated, there is still quite a way to go before mankind energy supply is completely renewable. Okay. So fossil fuel is such kind of alternative that humankind take it that the fossil fuel gives a way to make the energy renew. So fossil fuel gives us some opportunity to renew the energy again and again for the benefit of mankind. As of today, about 85% of all energy comes from fossil fuels. We have so many energies about us, such as wind, tidal waves, oil, okay, and so many assets that can be 85% of all energy comes from fossil fuels. The reason clean energy is considered to be important is because fossil fuels aren't exempted to last much longer. They pollute the environment and they have led to tensions between nations. So we have taken the scientists, the modern scientists have taken the idea of clean energy. Clean energy. Why? Because it gives us the way to renew the energy. So many energies in the world like coal, oil, wind, tidal waves, okay, hydropower. The reason clean energy is hard to come by is that Spain the last 150 years dependent on oil, and it's quite difficult to make the switch. Some have even suggested that the technology for producing vast amounts of clean energy already exists, but is being suppressed by oil companies. So it gives us some barriers. Some oil companies think that the oil are their assets, and they are not takes the decision. They will not help the scientists to make the energy as the clean energy. However, several European countries have produced considerable amount of clean energy. Current methods of clean energy include. So what are the methods of clean energy? Include wind, solar, geothermal, tidal, hydropower, nuclear, and biofuel. These are the sectors. These are the solar, wind, geothermal, tidal, hydropower, nuclear, and biofuel. These are the sectors from which the scientists will make the project of clean energy, and that will be beneficial to mankind. So fossil fuel now a natural fuel that such as coal or gas formed in the geological past from the remains of living organisms. Okay. Renewable means as it is capable of being renewed, which we can renew again and again. Geothermal as it is relating to or produced by the internal heat of the earth. Tidal relating to or affected by tides. And hydropower, noun hydroelectronic power. And biofuel, noun a fuel derived immediately from living matter. What can you see? Here you see cancer is a very travel disease at modern time. It is just like a monster, and so many people, million people in the world are facing such kind of terrible monster like cancer. And these modern scientists discovered so many ways for the treatment of cancer, that is surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, hormone therapy, targeted therapy, and stem cell therapy. So these are the types of treatment of cancer. Okay, and today we will know about the cure of cancer. That is one of the another challenge that we are waiting for. Okay, cure of cancer. Cancer is one of the deadliest diseases of the modern era. In a modern civilization, the civilization is improved day by day, but cancer makes gives us some negative face in the civilization. Even since the days of Hippocrates, people have been searching for a cure. Hippocrates, ancient Greek scientists from the time of Hippocrates, that is the person. So cancer is not a new disease in the new civilization. It is a disease in ancient Greek. Cancer is similar to the common cold in that although there are many ways to treat it. So now cancer becomes a normal disease like the cold. Okay. Modern medicine is still yet to come up with a cure. So there is no fixed treatment for cancer. Day by day the scientists update it as the situation demands. This is partially because like the common cold, there are many different types of cancer and they are all slightly different. So there is no fixed type of cancer. Thousands of symptoms, diseases like cancer. Unfortunately, with over 7 million deaths per year, cancer is much more serious than the common cold. A wide assortment of drugs. Assortments means so many types of that comes first of drugs, chemicals, stem cell, genetically modified viruses, and even arsenic have all been proposed as cancer cures. So as the days are going on, there are so many kinds of medicines, systems that are proposed for the curing of cancer. Okay. So Hippocrates, we will know about Hippocrates, a Greek physician traditionally regarded as the father of medicine. His name is associated with the medical professions. Hippocratic oath from his attachment to a body of ancient Greek medical writings. Okay. So in a word, Hippocrates is a Greek physician. Okay. a miscellaneous collection of things are keep. So I think today to some extent you will know about some new inventions that we are waiting for from the part of modern science. It will be helpful for you. Take care of your health, and once again so many good wishes for you for the new year. Goodbye. Thank you.